Hey guys, so this is a video where I want to show you how I edit the VO that I am now recording live. So this is a previous video that I'm working on. At the beginning of the session, I just load the video in on a whole number. So in this case, when I press star, then you see the time code lit here, and that is how I move in the session. So usually I click Control and then I turn time displays off here, and the reason I turn it off is when I press star that I get a floating window with time code in and time code out. So when the time code is in, I can move my cursor using the keypad, so up and down, left and right. So I want to go on 1, I press enter. Now I've got locators as well, so I can navigate to where I want to. So when I move, I use 4 and 5 for this, and I'm going to make sure that I'm going to share with you all the key commands that are present and being used at the moment. So there are loads of key commands, and I'll show you how I get to navigate really quickly through DAW and through Nuendo. So I move away, I press numerical 2, numerical 1, and it brings me back to where I'm going to, numerical 2, numerical 1. Unfortunately here in the key history, you don't see that I'm pressing a numerical button. So you might think it's 1 and 2, but 1 and 2 actually do different things. When I press 1, you see my mouse is changing different functions, so time stretch, and this is a very unique feature that I'll show in a separate video. Anyway, so I'm going to load in the video that I recorded, and that would be this one. Let me just see where I go into synchronization. Yep, and I load that in here. Now I press P, brings the audio to and the video to my location, and here you can see the audio. Now, because I've got a big chain of effects with my voice going on in this, you'll hear my breaths really loud, you'll hear my clicks really loud. So that is something that I'm going to edit out. So I take the audio file. For this, I press H. This is for the direct offline processing. And then I already have RX11 Connect for my quick shortcut. And let me just do this. Let's see how well it captures. Oh, I didn't have to go down that far. There. Okay, so fit the screen of OBS. Now what I did was, let me just do that. For the key commands in the key layout and key commands for RX11, I matched them with Nuendo and I matched them with Pro Tools, so that my navigational way of moving around in RX is equal to the way that I navigate in zoom in and zoom out in Pro Tools and Nuendo. At the beginning, I take out breaths, so I visually already know what is going to be a breath and what is going to be perhaps like a click or something that you might find in my voice. Also, the monitoring, I've got a monitor channel, so what I can do is I can press F2, then I get the channel settings of this audio. Now I've got a source I called RX, and in that source, let's see, look, RX, there is RX11 monitor. It's an input channel, which is called RX. So that means that I can use it as a source on any other channel. Now, when I press monitor in order to listen, when I press play, I don't hear anything because the channel is on input monitoring. But because I'm listening to RX and I sent this audio file to RX, I'll be able to press play. Hey guys, how are you doing? So this is a video on how to sync, and that is pretty much the audio file, which is just me talking. So let's get rid of things that we don't need. So, hey guys, so a big double breath. Now, what I did for silencing is Shift S. So it was always Shift S. Now, undo and do, undo and do, I did Z for doing and redo, Shift Z. So that is also the Pro Tools way of undoing and redoing. Hey guys, how you doing? So this is a video on how to synchronize OBS with Nuendo. So these mega breaths I can take out. The first video that I uploaded on my channel. So the first video that I uploaded on my channel had some synchronization issues, so I had to figure out how to make sure that every recording that I make sure that every recording that I make is synchronized with my Nuendo session. Because I've got my microphone going into and then from Nuendo going out into OBS. What I've been doing is I've been recording videos like this, and then clapping, and then making sure that I used that little fragment of the video and the session in Nuendo. So here you can see my session. Now the important thing is, so I'm just taking out these really heavy breaths. Now the important thing is it's important to load this. It's important to now the important thing is it's important to so silence it's this. Important to load this this video on a time code the session being on time code and on a whole number. So with star, I just did, you can go to 1, or I just went to 10, added it there, and with F5 and F6 I can walk through each frame, and the video you don't see, so let me just show you the video here. So this is the result of the video, and now every frame that I move up and down, you'll see the time code. Up and down, you'll see moving with the frames, and then you see my clapping here on the right. So my video bubble is probably there. So here you see my clapping. So then I make sure that I move the play cursor exactly to where I clap. So that is when I know. When I've clapped, and where I have to synchronize the sound with. So So you already see it here, and there's an audio file underneath the video. Underneath, and there's an audio file underneath the video, and I need to synchronize the clap with the video in order to make sure that Nuendo and are synchronized. Let me turn off. And I'm in my session now. So what is the sound of a clap. Now let's say let's move there. So let's see how much this is off from. So we put the video, then we look at a clap that would be a clap. Okay, so that is a clap, and we see the audio is just a bit too early. So what we can do is we can make a cut here in the audio file, and so we've got a cut in the audio file exactly where the clap is, and then while holding control button, is this a control? No. Not this one, but that one. Oh, let me just close that. Then I've got the little scissor tool here, and then I can choose the beginning of the audio. Beginning of the audio file. I click that one, and now I know that the length of this audio file is the offset that I need to make sure that I sync my video to. So let's change the time of Nuendo. So let's change of Nuendo instead of going time code. What I do is I press and then I click, and then the button goes down, and there you'll see that everything is in samples. Now 606 samples. So when I select an audio clip, you see that there's a red border around the audio clip. Now this red border shows that it's the clip is selected. And then at the top here you see that the length of the clip is showed as well. So this, and the reason why I show it in samples is because it's the most accurate length that you can get, instead of having the session at milliseconds or frames. You just have it at samples, and it's the most accurate length that you can get. Now, what we do is we know that this is 606 samples. I go to Chrome. Then I was already talking with ChatGPT to give me no 606 samples. The length of the length of the length of no 606 samples. ChatGPT to give me the length of 606 samples. It's in the history of the conversation, it already and in order to give me an estimation of how many milliseconds it is. So there we go. So it's 12 and a half. That means that the audio is 12 and a half. That means that the audio is 12 and a half. The audio is 12 and a half milliseconds too soon. So from your camera vision too early. So that's the left. Now what I do in OBS. Now what I do in OBS is that you can see OBS here. Here we've see OBS here. Here we've got the here we've got the stereo channel. The stereo channel that I send Nuendo to, so everything, so this microphone feed is going there, and when I go to advanced audio properties, here you see that there is a sync offset, and in this sync offset, I'm already playing around with the offset. So because it was too early, that means that the audio needs to catch up with the video, and that means that the offset is a little bit too early. Offset is the offset is too, means that the offset is and that means that the offset is too a little bit too early. So that means that minus 650 milliseconds we have to shift that to that to the right, so we have to shift that a little bit later. And what we calculated with ChatGPT was 12 minutes. That would be 640 milliseconds. So let's say 640. Now, I should actually stop this recording and then do a clap again. But I re-imported in the session, and then I made that now the difference in the moment that I clap. So here's the video again. Let me show you my face here. Here's another clap. F6, F5, F6, bam. So on the right frame, you hear the clapping. And also you see the audio file is exactly on the frame. I know that this is synchronized with that, and item is exactly on the frame. And I am now sure that the videos that I upload to YouTube will be synchronized. Will be synchronized. Will be synchronized. So yeah, please have some patience. So please have some patience. This is my first channel. But I just wanted to show you how to sync OBS with Nuendo. And that was it for today. So I'll be sure to upload some more videos that are more sound design related. But hey, for anyone who is curious how to synchronize OBS and Nuendo for straight from the DAW, then here's your Alright, now, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, so if you've gone through all of that with me, where is OBS? There you go. So if you've gone all of that with me, then thank you for sticking with me. This is quite a long recording, but I wanted to show how I edit voiceovers, and this was a good way to show you how I use RX in combination with this. So I'm going to continue. Now, the direct offline processing, that this has to be open. Then in RX, you can press send back. Now press apply to commit changes. And there we go. Now, I don't like having a history of any plugins on the audio clip, so I just press F7, make them permanent, and voila. The audio clip has been re-edited for what my purpose was. Now, what I need to do is I want to use this audio on this picture. So I'm just going to add in the file name underscore RX. Now I go into the session folder, and I've got my RX WAV file. Now I go to the page where my movies get exported. Now, how are we doing this? So I can see that this WAV file corresponds to this movie that I imported and that I want to switch the audio to. So what I use is Shutter Encoder, then replace audio. No, thank you. Let's make you small. There. Small as it gets, I guess. Now I drag the movie there, and I drag the audio file. Let me just double check. 53. Strange that it didn't get the same file name, but okay. We are doing the right thing. Now, replace audio, start function. Now, the movie that has the updated audio will have an _1 on there. So now I know that this movie, I can throw it in Adobe Premiere, edit it, and move on. So this is what I wanted to show you in this video. It's a bit long, but I wanted to share you the process of voice editing. I'm going to upload videos of voice editing as well as part of my channel, just so you can see the key commands and the speed that I do them, so that you can also get an idea on what levels or what tempo you can reach with editing, and how I look at RX11 in order to create a clearer voiceover. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.